That right there, that noise, that annoying wind whistle is probably the reason why you're here, and it's probably what is annoying you in your car. And what you might not know is where it could be coming from. Could be coming from the seal around the door where it closes, could be actually coming from the roof rails up on the roof of your vehicle. So that annoying noise right there, you might not think, but it is actually it can be quite simple and cheap to fix. One thing that you might not have thought of, the roof of your vehicle, that roof rail, those cross rails, but sometimes they do cause that wind whistle, that annoying wind whistle. We'll go in the garage and we'll begin to see if we can get rid of that wind whistle. I had noticed the whistling noise was coming from the seam of the driver's side door, where the door meets the frame. I was lucky that this was the only door that was giving me the wind noise issue. And even though it might not look it, this Toyota Tundra is 13 years old, and after over a decade, the rubber seal will often go bad, so that's the very first thing to inspect. When I first checked out the door seal, there were parts that had small rips and tears in them, and some parts were also a bit smushed. And usually when they're smushed, they don't come back from that, so a replacement will be needed. I would definitely recommend buying the entire seal kit. I'd say 20 years ago I had an older Corolla and fixed the whistling noise using a universal seal patch kit. The problem with those is that they usually don't last that long, especially if you live in a colder climate for half of the year like I do. The first thing you'll see with your new seal is that there will be a bunch of clips already attached to it, where you already have pre-made holes for them in the frame of your door. So all you need to do to get the old one off is to simply pull it off. Just start at the top corner and pull it down. As you're pulling the seal off, you'll see where the holes for the clips go into, and a lot of the times the clips for the old seal will stay in the hole. So all you need to do is grab a pair of pliers and pull them out. You'll need to unbolt your stopper to take the seal completely off. You'll often notice that the top section of the door weather strip doesn't have any holes. It instead has a groove that you'll need to slip the section of the seal inside it. It's very easy, so it's nothing to worry about, and the rest of the seal snaps into place inside those pre-drilled holes. And then, just make a last-minute check to make sure the seal is properly installed. Sometimes the issue is with the interior weather strip. This can be fixed using the exact same method as I just showed. Now you have a new weather strip around your car door, and you obviously don't want the whistling noise to return. So one easy and cheap way to maintain your door seal going forward is by using a product called silicone. Silicone will keep ice from bonding the rubber to the metal doors, and that'll make the doors open smoother and may prevent tears in the weather strip, preventing from making future whistling noise. Coat the entire weather stripping with the silicone or dry Teflon spray, and then spread it with a dry, clean cloth. I'll have links in the description below for the products I recommend in this video. By using these affiliate links, you'll help support my channel at no extra cost to you. So now that we're back on the roof of the vehicle, these cross rails right here, if you take a look at your own cross rail, if you know that the wind whistle or excessive noise is coming from the roof, it's the same type of reason as one of your door gasket. What most likely happens here is that there would be a gouge, a small scratch or something on this roof cross rail. The wind goes, passes, flows right over it. When it passes on that gouge, that's where you will hear that wind whistle. So there's a way to stop that, because you can disrupt that wind flow that's going on your cross rail. And how to disrupt that airflow on your cross rail is to simply find a black rope, a bungee cord, something that you can basically wrap around the roof rail from one end to the other and then secure it. And that right there will disrupt the airflow. That little air stream that was going into that gouge causing that wind whistle will be gone. So hopefully this and the other things that I talked about in this video, hopefully it worked for you. Leave a comment in the section below if one of these methods worked or they didn't and you just find them stupid. Please, I'd like to know. Video right there. That video will show you different areas where you could essentially put a little bit of sound deadening material, not a lot, maybe $20 worth, and I'll explain to you exactly where to put it to make your vehicle a lot quieter on the road. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, assuming you subscribed.